Even though our opinions of war have gone through much change in the last few generations in our country, there is no disputing the fact that wars have dictated the course of history. If the Roman Empire does not defeat Carthage, an African nation would control Western civilization. If the British do not defeat the Spanish Armada, the Western Hemisphere would be entirely Spanish-speaking. And if the Allied forces do not defeat the Nazis, the international language of business today would be German instead of English. As a tribute to all our fighting men in the history of our lifetime, the Inner City Media Arts Council is proud to present General Patton's address to his troops, as performed by Gus Montanaro. Ladies and gentlemen, Gus Montanaro.
You see it? I want you to remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country. And men, all this stuff you've heard about Americans not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, is a lot of horse dung. Traditionally, Americans love to fight. All real Americans love the sting of battle. When you were kids, you all admired the champion marble shooter, the fastest runner, the big league ball player, the toughest boxer. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a guy who lost and laughed. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose a war. Now, an army is a team. It lives, eats, sleeps, fights as a team. This individuality stuff is a bunch of crap. The bilious bastards that wrote this stuff about individuality for the Saturday Evening Post don't know anything more about real battle than they do about fornicating. Now, we have the finest food and equipment, the best spirit, and the best men in the world. By God, you know, I pity the bastards we're going up against. By God, I do. We're not just going to shoot the bastards. We're going to tear out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to kill those lousy hung bastards by the bushel. Now, some of you boys are wondering, I know, whether or not you'll chicken out under fire. Don't worry about it. I can assure you, you will all do your duty. The Nazis are the enemy. Wade into them. Spill their blood. Shoot them in the belly. When you put your hand in a bunch of goo that a moment before was your best friend's face, you'll know what to do. Now, there's another thing I want you to remember. I don't want to receive any messages saying we are holding our position. We're not holding on to anything. Let the Hun do that. We are advancing constantly, and we're not interested in holding anything except the enemy. We're going to hold on them by the nose, and we're going to kick them in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of them all the time, and we're going to go through them like crap through a goose. Now, there's one thing that you'll be able to say, and you can thank God for it. 30 years from now, when your grandchildren's on your knee, and they ask you, what did you do during the Great World War II? Well, you won't have to say, I shoveled shit in Louisiana. All right, you sons of bitches, you know how I feel. I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle anytime, anywhere. That's all.